As we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They go play action here. Mon. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mon now off of play action. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the option, it's Sermon. Sermon with space, a first down, and then some. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Working from the gun, Lance. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Lance now on first down. Wright's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Gold with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon, because this team has rebounded.
Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, Mon. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Charles, you talk about this defense. They're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning here is Wright. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run. So this game is crucial.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the handoff, Sermon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
From the gun, it's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title, And you're right. You love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for this.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mon. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now it's Wright. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And Lance going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hope.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Flush to his right.
And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Mon looks to throw.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the option to give to Sermon here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lance giving it to Sermon now on the option. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And Lance now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bond going to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, some strong running. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Mon. It's complete to Cook. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game.
It got his man complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Off the option, it's Sermon.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Now a second down and 6. On the option to give to Sermon here.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And Gould is able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now Lance on the option right. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown 49ers. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mon.
That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
They go play action here. Mon.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 37. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Mon now off of play action.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now Cook running right. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance, he'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
6 yards left on second down. Mond out of the shotgun.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Off the play fake, Mond.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
From the gun, Sermon.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Lance looking to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On second down, it's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Sermon with space.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And, oh, boy, something you certainly don't want to see. Deebo Samuel still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They give the Sermon out of the gun.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
This to the outside. It's Sermon.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Now a handoff, Sermon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They run once more with Sermon.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Mon. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
On first down, here's Mon.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, as I could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position